This
center,
conference will now be recorded.
and he was attending classes very regularly at JLN. In fact, the previous guy with whom you interacted, he was attending classes at Anchor Mall Center, and Nishant was attending classes at JLN Center, and he was very regular. I remember that he was almost present in all the classes till the end, where revision workshops and final workshop were going on. He used to attend them also. I hope that these classes would have helped him. So he's saying so also. Okay, so Nishant, what was the strategy for LRDI? The student faced a lot of problem in LRDI.
So the only strategy for like LRDI that I can suggest is that you need to do more and more practice, and you need to be exposed to all the different types of questions. So you can first like start off by completing all the handouts and the modules so that you are aware of all the different questions that are asked in CAT, and then you can start solving probably past year CAT papers, or start giving AIMCATs, sectional test, as well as those SAMCATs, so that you are aware of all the different types of questions. And make sure that whenever you are giving those LRDI papers, you are giving it with a certain timer or a stopwatch of 1 hour, so that you are choosing the questions that you are actually attempting. So to get a good percentile, you have to realize that you have to attempt around 4 to 5 sets correctly. So usually 4 to 5 sets correctly would fetch you 99 percentile. So you have to choose the questions that you have to attempt. Not only solving those questions is important, but choosing the sets that you are actually solving is important. So that is something that you can get only by practice. So solve more and more sectional tests and SAMCATs and AIMCATs after completing your modules and handouts.
Okay, so one boy Rahul is asking कि sir आपने engineering कहाँ से की है? So he has done engineering from MNIT Jaipur. आपकी branch कौन सी थी निशांत?
So civil engineering.
Civil. Yeah, he was from civil branch. Okay. So now again, this is section 2. Maths में he said कि बहुत सारा basic concept help करता है, direct formula help करता है, कुछ कुछ topic करने का फायदा मिलता था. LRDI में now he is focusing on specific sets. You have to crack them. So he's saying that you have to select those sets. He is focusing on selection of sets. So similarly now, were you too good in your VARC, or you prepared for VARC thoroughly around the year?
So actually, I was not used to like reading that much. Like I am not into reading fiction or non-fiction books. So initially, it was a little bit difficult for me. VRC was a little bit difficult, but I started with the basic stuff like Word Power Made Easy, and then I started reading newspapers regularly and articles from good sources. So I became accustomed to reading like uh, articles on different topics from diverse and good sources, so that whenever I'm reading those like RCs in CAT, I'm able to comprehend them and understand them properly before attempting those questions. So apart from that, for VARC, I try to maximize my attempts as well, because from my like when I attempted those AIMCATs, I realized that my accuracy was not that much. So I focused more on attempting more questions. So this can be different for everyone. Some of my friends attempted less number of questions, but they had better accuracy. So if you're someone that has better accuracy, you can probably attempt 25 to 26 questions. But if you have poor accuracy like I had, you can probably attempt 30 to 32 questions for a good score.
I remember those days when you used to attempt more, and I used to say इतना attempt क्यों करता है यार, कम किया कर, and
Yes, sir.
attempting less with a higher accuracy will fetch you. So one day you told me that sir मेरे को कम attempt करने पे होता ही नहीं है, तो
Yes,
आपको तो
sir.
ज्यादा ही attempt करके निकालने पड़ेंगे. Then I
Yes,
told
sir.
you, okay, then that's a method which is working for you. Then go ahead on that method. I
Yes,
remember
sir.
that day we had a discussion on this at JLN Center. Guys, Kunal has asked already. Kunal, there is a question from Kunal: how to attain consistency in VARC? So, what approach he used? Nishan, what approach you used?
So after completing like my initial things like reading newspapers regularly and articles from diverse sources, I started doing sectional tests and AIMCATs and SAMCATs, so that I am like regularly giving those VRC papers in an hour. So you have to like read quickly and focus more on attempting those questions. So regular practice would definitely help in VRC. Like initially during my initial AIMCATs, I used to score very poorly in VRC, but as I progressed forward during like August and September, I started scoring consistently. this can only be done by practice, I believe, because there are like a specific type of question, a critical reasoning type of question is asked in CAT. So you have to understand the paragraph and you have to eliminate those options properly by the methods that would have been taught to you in class.
Okay. Kritika, you have asked me a query specifically on your mail, but on which address you have sent this mail and when have you sent this? Because I usually reply in a day. तो मेरे से मिस हो गया है या कहीं और भेज दिया आपने? कहाँ भेजा था आपने कृतिका? प्लीज लिख दीजिएगा. Shruti, how to select the sets of LRDI? Any specific strategy? Please comment on this.
So this might depend on your strength. My strength was usually arrangement questions. So usually around 1 to 2 question from arrangement definitely comes in CAT. So this can be matrix arrangement or double line or any other type of arrangement like with color, circular arrangement or that type of questions. And those type of questions always used to be my strength. So I usually used to attempt those questions first, but it might depend on your like strengths, whatever your strength might be. Then usually DI like data interpretation questions are easier to do because you can solve each question separately rather than a logical reasoning question in which you have to solve a whole set and then you can attempt those questions. While in case of like DI question, you can start off by attempting a single question, and in case you don't have that much time, you can probably do DI questions. So it depends on your strength. Like it depends on your strength, the order which like in which you choose your attempt. So make sure that you are choosing the question that you want to attempt during the like initial 4 to 5 minutes so that there isn't any confusion later on.
Okay, great. So please keep yourself on muted form, please. Okay. 10, 12 graduation score. Yes, it impacts the final selection as well. So what was your 10, 12 score and graduation score? These guys are asking.
So my 10th was 10 CGPA and 12th was 95.8 and my CGPA in college is 9.86.
9.86. 86. So
Yes.
he had that advantage of having an extraordinarily high on academics. So I always say 10, 12 graduation is something that matters. Okay, Divyanshu has a query for you. Sir, should I focus on RC or on CR to do first while giving exam?
So this depends on your strength. I usually used to attempt like VA questions first. I used to like give it a go, like all the 10 questions during the initial 15 minutes. Then I used to move to RCs. And if I had any time left and I had left any question in VA, then I used to move to VA. So that was my strategy. But it might depend on your strength. Like if your strength is RC, you might be able to score more if you're attempting RC first. But I personally attempted VA first and then moved on to RC.
This is something what I usually teach: attempt VA first and then go to RC. Okay, and most of the students, they follow it, but then I always say that you can always experiment with the other cycle also, RC first and VA second, because it purely depends on a candidate to candidate. But VA first has a lot of logical advantages, which as a candidate, when we take CAT or when we take exam, we actually see. Okay, अमित का एक क्वेरी है बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सा, जो बहुत सारे लोगों का होगा यहाँ पे जो बैठे हुए हैं. There are 130 kids sitting here, and Asmit is asking, after solving 1 to 2 DI sets, I am exhausted. I'm sure this must be a query for many of you.
So I believe that the first set that you choose is very important for your confidence as well as like your enthusiasm to solve all the other sets. So make sure that you are choosing your first set properly. If you're like choosing your first set properly and you are able to solve that set in under 10 minutes, you're already ahead of time and you have enough confidence to attempt more questions. So usually like whatever your strength is, that you will get to know by solving handouts and modules, that whatever type of question is your strength. So try attempting those questions initially so that you are able to complete a question in initial 10 or 15 minutes so that you have enough confidence going forward. And as far as like exhaustion is concerned, that might be like because of any lack of practice or something, because if you are like if you have regular practice of sitting for 3 hours and then attempting those questions, that exhaustion will definitely go away, and you would be definitely focused on your paper.
Okay,
So try
Nishant, before
giving as
coming to
many 3-hour papers as possible, like SAMCATs and AIMCATs.
okay, before coming on to their questions, I have a query which is again common for everyone. Which was
Yes,
your
sir.
weakest area you believed so?
So initially, my weakest area was definitely VARC. I used to score very low, like around 35 to 40 marks in AIMCATs. But when I started reading and attempting more and more AIMCATs, I started to understand the pattern of questions that was asked and what was expected of me. Like sometimes the options seemed a little bit close, but as I kept on attempting more and more questions and sectional tests, I came to know that they were actually very different and they meant different things. So it is not actually important that your English is good or not. What matters is that you have enough practice of those questions, because there are specific type of questions and a specific type of answers expected from you. So that you can do only from practice. So make sure that you are
Please
giving
note this.
sectional tests.
Please note this line. It is not important that your English is good or not. What is more important is that you practice more and more VARC and you understand the mantra to crack VARC. Please carry on.
So like I ensured that I don't miss any AIMCATs, and I used to give a sectional test a day during my last 2 months for VRC, because that was something that was my weakest area. And later on, towards my CAT, probably I started scoring consistently in VRC, but I scored a little bit low in DILR because I was not selecting those sets properly. But you can always improve the selection of sets by practice only. There is no other choice, and you have to actually focus on your strength and attempt the question that is your strength first, so that you have enough enthusiasm and energy for attempting more questions.
Great. Did you prepare separately for OMET's other exams, or it was integrated with your CAT preparation only, because you have qualified for XLRI also and you have qualified for IFT also, so you have cracked
Yes,
other
sir.
exams too?
So apart from CAT, like I gave IFT and ZAT. So for ZAT, you have plenty of time after CAT. There is a like 1 month gap after CAT, so there's plenty of time to prepare for ZAT. And as far as IFT is concerned, IFT is usually scheduled 1 week after CAT. So that is something that you need to prepare a little bit beforehand. So it has more or less the same syllabus, but like different types of questions may be asked in logical reasoning part, and they also ask grammar sometimes. So you have to attend your grammar classes, and you also get a module for OMITs as well. So try attempting those modules on OMITs, and try attending the grammar classes as well. So the major difference that comes is mostly in DILR section, because they usually have different types of logical reasoning questions than that are asked in CAT. So and apart from that, general knowledge questions like current affairs and all are also asked there. So you need to be like regular with your newspapers and articles.
Okay. Before I jump on to my questions, there are a lot of questions on my panel. So let me
Yes, sir.
take few questions from students. Yash is having a very sensible query, which a lot of people ask us. For someone who can't score good in quant, what advice and strategy you recommend, sir?
For quant, I guess what the pattern has been that the quant paper has been a little bit easier in from in the last two cats. It has usually been easier in 2018 as well. It was not that difficult, but it was lengthy. So the only thing that you can do in quant is that you need to revise those formulas and keep the formulas on tip, because like on your tips, because typical questions are asked in CAT. There is a set type of questions that would be asked from a particular chapter. So you would be like aware of those by solving those handouts, because they have the questions that are usually asked in CAT. So you just need to be aware of the direct formula, so that you are able to solve more and more questions. And to maximize your quant score, it is very important to attempt more and more questions. So make sure that you are attempting more questions in quant, because usually 99 percentile is on the higher side in case of quant. And if it is a easier paper, then it is like more on you should attempt around 27 to 28 questions out of 34 to score 99 in case of an easy paper. So you need to be aware of the particular formulas and the typical questions that are asked. So if you're not able to score well, it might be because you are like solving one chapter at a time. So instead of that, what you can do is that you can solve 5 questions from one chapter, then move on to the next chapter, then move on to the next chapter. So what would this do is that you are solving questions from different topics each day. So you know the formulas that are important in each chapter. Sometimes what happens is that when you're solving a particular chapter, you might remember like all those formulas, but when you move on to the next chapter, you might forget. So to prevent that, you should practice at least like 5-10 questions from each chapter every day, so that you are well aware of the formulas that are used.
ओके एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सा क्वेरी है, यहाँ नतानिया करके लिखा हुआ है. आई डोंट एक्चुअली अंडरस्टैंड दिस नेम, बट एक्चुअली दिस इज वेरी कॉमन फॉर अ स्टूडेंट हु इज अ फ्रेशर, एंड दे आस्क मी आल्सो, हाउ डिड यू मैनेज योर टाइम विद कॉलेज स्टडीज and internships? Like, how much time did you devote at this point of time to CAT studies?
So during like my busy days, I used to study like 1.5 hours a day, while on my free days, like in my weekends, I used to study 4 to 5 hours a day. But it depends on like in what stage of preparation you are. During the initial stage, I guess 1.5 to 2 hours are enough. But if you are like closer to CAT, probably 3 to 4 hours a day would be more appropriate. So as far as college is concerned, I was in the final year, so the college is not that hectic and we get enough time. And for internships as well, like during my internships, I used to study about hour and a half a day during my like office days. And on weekends, I used to give a like AIMCAT for my revision. And apart from that, I used to just review my papers. So I believe that this is more of a state of mind kind of paper, because it is an aptitude paper. So you need to be fresh and you need to like be regular with your practice rather than devoting just more and more time. You need to be like make sure that you are devoting like 1 hour a day so that you are through with every concept.
Okay, fair enough. Now, my query, which is relevant again to all kids, CAT 2021 parents sitting here. My query is that during the second stage of preparation, what specific preparation you did for second stage, and any interview experience which you feel you should share with them so that they learn maximum out of that.
So during the second stage, I made sure that I read 1 or 2 newspapers a day. Good newspapers can be like the Hindu or Indian Express. So you can read those newspapers properly. Apart from that, you need to be through with the basics of basic financial terms like repo rate and other things like that. So there would be classes that would be conducted in Time Jaipur for that. So make sure that you're attending all the classes even after CAT, because they would cover different topics that are asked in the interviews. And apart from that, be regular with your current affairs and whatever your graduation subject is, because most of the questions during my interviews were related to my civil engineering only. That is my graduation. So in most of the interviews, they were mostly similar to the mock interviews that I had. So even though it might sound a little bit cliche, but they used to ask, tell me something about yourself type questions. And then what is your short-term goal, long-term goal? Then why do you want to do an MBA? Then why now? Why not after some work X? And these kind of questions. So I guess there's a little bit disturbance there.
202, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. See, it creates a lot of disturbance. I will have to remove you from the meeting. Please. Guys.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello. Please carry on.
So I was saying that they ask you the basic questions for the initial 2 to 3 minutes, like tell me something about yourself, why MBA, and why do you want to do it now? Why not after WorkX? Then any particular specialization or long-term or short-term goal that you have. So you need to be through with your answers so that you are not actually caught in that. Because if you don't have a strong reply to these questions, then they would probably stick to this. Like they would drag this question on, But most of the times I used to give the standard answer that I had prepared, and then they moved on to my graduation questions only, like related to my graduation. So whatever your graduation might be, they mostly focus on that only. In most of the IIMs, they are very academic centric, so they want to they want to be sure that you know your graduation subject properly. So if you're from a commerce background or economics background, make sure that you are reading current affairs related to your field and you are through with all the basic concepts in your field. So if you're an engineer, you need to be through with your basic concepts of engineering, the various subjects that you had, and they might ask you from any subject whatsoever. So they didn't actually ask me my favorite subject, but it is suggested to prepare at least two of your favorite subjects properly, and the other subjects you might glance over them, but prepare at least two of them properly so that whenever a question comes from those topics, you are always ready with the answer. So mostly, most of the interviews were academic centric, like related to my engineering, and apart from that, the basic questions only.
I believe a lot of mock interviews. I remember that you had a lot of mock interviews. I
Yes,
hope
sir.
that these mock interviews help you, must have helped you a lot.
Yes, sir, I actually gave around 8 to 9 mock interviews. So in each mock
I
interviews, I
remember
saw an
that.
improvement in myself, because you need to brush up your answers so that you don't have any weakness, because these are the basic questions. So you need to be well versed with your answer for the basic questions, because if you're not able to answer those basic questions well, the interview would definitely not move forward and they would stick to that particular question only. So that is never a good thing. So be sure that you are prepared, like with your basic questions.
Okay, now I'm taking some queries from the students because a lot of queries I only have asked. Uh, Shaurya says that a lot of course certificates, do they help? Do they have tangible effects on your profile? Will they help in cracking interviews? Nishant, what is your take?
So if you have like decent achievements and things to talk about in your profile, maybe it might not come to that. But if you don't have anything like extracurriculars or something, then they might ask you. So the more is better. Like if you have more courses or certificates, it is definitely better, because you have something to talk about, something interesting to talk about in the interviews. And that definitely helps, because that is something that you already know about. So when they are asking you questions related to that, you already know those answers, so it's a little bit easier to go along with the interview. So more courses are definitely better, but in case you don't have, they actually don't matter that much. And what matters is the way that you give your interview, because in the final selection, your percentile or your academics, I believe that they don't matter that much, because a lot of weightage is given to your interview, especially in IIMs. So if you are able to give a decent interview in any of the IIMs, you will definitely be able to crack it.
Okay, very sensible query that by Akash. What was your preparation strategy at around this time, June last year?
So in June, I was like giving sectional tests. I had started giving sectional tests, and apart from that, I gave SAMCATs and some AIMCATs as well. So I made sure that I was not missing any AIMCATs, and whatever like issues that I had in my AIMCATs while. So after giving those AIMCATs, I used to review them properly for 4 to 5 hours so that I could work out any of the issues that I had with the paper. So by this time, I had completed my course one time. So I was just focusing on my mocks. And after giving those mocks, if I felt that any of the topic that was asked was not like I was not able to properly attempt the questions or not able to understand the question, then I used to go back to that chapter and revise it once again so that I am able to attempt it better in the next MCAT.
Okay, Kalpesh is having a query that how did you prepare for decision making for that? Oh my God, too tough, too premature a question right now. Decision making for that. I believe you attended those classes of decision making.
Yes, I attended all the classes. So
Yeah,
make
the
sure that you
universal
are.
question on the right side.
So we have plenty of time after CAT for that. We have around 1 month for that. So apart from the decision making section, all the other sections are pretty standard, and you would be able to attempt them just from your knowledge of CAT. So for decision making, what you can do is that you can practice more and more questions and make sure that you are attending all the classes, because I believe that the faculty here has plenty of experience and they would be able to help you with those answers. and decision making is definitely very ambiguous. So you need to like practice more and more so that you are able to choose the questions that you are attempting and choose the questions that you know are definitely like your correct answers, because there's negative marking as well. So make sure that you are attending all the classes after CAT has been completed. So there's a 1 month window for that. So you have plenty of time then.
Okay, so there is a very sensible query again. I believe that I think this boy or this girl is asking, Sonia, can you share your one basic day in preparation, your routine? Tough query, but still, I mean, you can tell them weekdays what you used to do, how you used to prepare, and weekends how you used to prepare.
So I used to have like
I will
classes from around
I will interfere for a while.
9 to 5 or something.
Uh,
So after 5, I usually used to like relax for an hour or so. Then I used to study for 2 3 hours. So that you can start by like I used to give around half an hour to each section initially, and then whatever I had planned for the day, I did in those other 1.5 hours. So I made sure that I read all the newspapers that I had scheduled for that day. Then I used to practice one RC and some VA questions from diverse topics. Then I used to solve around 3 to 4 sets of DILR. And after that, I attempted some like random questions from QA, and then used to move on to the topic that I scheduled for that particular day. Like one day I used to do VA in detail, or one day I used to do RC in detail. Or if I covered any new chapter in quant, then I used to study up those concepts and attempt those questions.
okay, so query from Abhishek that what was your AIMCAT SAMCAT score?
So it varied a lot during my preparation, but like initially I used to get around 99 to 99.5 or something percentile. But the initial AIMCATs are a little bit easier. After that, during this time around like May or June, I started getting 98 percentile as well. So then during my like as I was approaching CAT, I started scoring 99 once again. So don't be disheartened by any of the scores, because some of the AIMCATs that they make during this time are a little bit difficult. So if you are scoring more than 140 to 150, that's my rough estimate. So if you are scoring more than 140 to 150, you will definitely be able to get more than 99 on the D-Day. So on the easier, like in the easier papers, try and score more. Like some of the papers, like some of the AIMCATs that used to come were very easy. So in those AIMCATs, try to get more than 160. While on the difficult AIMCATs, a score of 140 is also good enough. Because on the D-Day, like usually the original CAT paper is easier than the AIMCAT papers. So you would have ample time for attempting your VRC as well and your DILR as well. Like the level is a little bit easier than AIMCAT. So if you're scoring around 150, I believe that you would be able to score more on your CAT day.
Okay, since many students are sitting here, I request you to please follow Time Jaipur Facebook page. It is www.facebook.com/Time Jaipur. Please follow this page. Please follow this page and probably use this page to get a lot of information that we usually put on this page. Okay, दिव्यांशु का query है CAT 2019 slot 1 paper दिया था मैंने, and I did not find it tough but requires a lot of thinking. Is that correct?
Which section is he talking about, sir?
Divyanshu, he's talking, I believe, about quant section only.
Okay, so quant paper this year was actually like pretty standard. They were typical questions, like I said, like most of the questions were covered during classes or handouts or modules. So you are actually aware of the questions that were asked. So if you knew the direct formula for those questions, you would definitely be able to solve them in under 30 seconds. And so my strategy for quant was that I used to like whenever I used to see the question, I used to judge that would I be able to attempt it in under 1 minute or not. If I am not able to attempt it in under 1 minute, I used to move on to the next question. And so during the first go, you can attempt like around 10 to 15 questions out of those 34, so that you are actually attempting all the like the easiest questions. There are definitely some very easy questions in CAT. So around 10 to 15 would definitely be very direct and easy questions. So make sure that you are going through all the 34 questions initially so that you are attempting all the easy questions first. So when you have 10-15 questions under your belt already, like in under 10-15 minutes, your confidence is definitely on and high, and you can then start attempting probably a little bit more difficult questions. And so picking and choosing your questions in quant is very crucial in this, because you need to attempt around like 25 to 26 questions for a pretty good score in quant. So make sure that you are selecting those questions that you do initially properly, so that your confidence is also boosted and you have enough time under your belt to attempt all the other questions. So if
Okay,
you're not
when you do
able to
really
solve any
start,
question, don't stick to that particular question and move forward, because there are plenty of other questions that you can attempt.
okay, there's a query from Shruti. She says, when you really started your preparation?
So I actually started my preparation like seriously in month of April or something, like April or
April
May
19, I believe.
2019, around that time, because I joined coaching like Time Jaipur in August of 2018. But during the initial time, I was not that much serious about that. But as the months progressed, I started preparing seriously for CAT from around like April, May kind of time, after
Okay,
my
and
like finals were completed.
Ayushi is saying, what was your initial score in MCATs?
In my first MCAT, I got 167, and then I got around 140 or something like. So in the easier MCATs, I used to get around 170 to 160, and in difficult MCATs, I used to get around 140 or 150.
Okay, Kunal says, number of questions did you attempt in VARC LRDI quant? Specific sir, कितना roughly attempt किया था?
So in CAT 2019, I attempted all 34 questions in VRC, and I attempted 6 sets in DILR, and I attempted all 34 questions in quant.
Okay. How much WorkX impacts in selection? See, he is a fresher, so you can understand that I always take this as a myth. If you're good, you have done your work, then nothing would be a hindrance in your selection. So many answer kar diya, I think. What was your overall score in CAT?
So my overall score was 200.
Huh?
So 200.
200.
Yes, sir.
200. Overall score was 200. How
Yes,
to
sir.
prepare for GK for OMETs?
So for GK, like if you're reading those newspapers properly, you would be aware of the things that are going on. And apart from that, you can refer to the magazine that Time provides you. So though those magazines covered all the basic current affairs topics of the week or the month. So you can refer to those magazines and newspapers, and that would be more than enough. So if you're not aware of any particular topic, then you can probably search it on the net and study up more about that. So they usually ask you current affair questions, like in interviews, they usually ask you current affair questions related to your field. So if something has happened related to your particular field or your graduation, then they might ask you. While on the other hand, like in case of the OMETs, there are some typical GK questions that they might ask. So you can refer to all the standard GK books and the yearbooks for the standard GK questions. While for current affair questions, you can refer to newspapers. Apart from that, make sure that you are attending all the current affairs classes, because I found that most of the questions that were asked in all the OMETs were directly from the handouts that were given during my classes. So they provide you a list of topics that you need to study and the general things that are going on during the current affairs classes. And around 10 to 15 questions out of the total questions were directly from those handouts. So make sure that you solve all those handouts properly.
Your experience of taking a classroom course. Let us say a lot of people say only test series will do. But do you feel that classroom course really helped you? Because just now you said questions were asked from the handouts that we did in class, GK
Yes,
classes.
sir.
इन लोगों को वेबिनार भी मिल रहा है अभी GK का मंथली वाला जो चलता था ना अपना वो इनके
Yes, sir.
मंथली वेबिनार्स में चल रहा है.
Yes, sir.
So
So, sir, I
I
believe
think
that classroom coaching actually provides you with a healthy support system. So it would keep you in touch with the faculty that have plenty of experience and have helped crack plenty of students earlier as well. So they have plenty of experience. Apart from that, you would be like you would have a like a peer group that has a similar aim. So you would be better able to coordinate your efforts and better able to study. And I believe that coaching helps you maintain a like a regularity in your studying, which is very important in aptitude papers like CAT. So there needs to be a certain amount of regularity as well as guidance. So if you're like having some problems in your aim cats, you can easily approach the faculty or any other student from your batch so that you can discuss it properly. So that support system is something that can have no substitute. So if you're taking a test series separately or just the material, you would not be able to discuss the questions with the faculty or the students. And that is very crucial for attempting the questions because this is an aptitude paper. So it definitely depends on the state of your mind as well as your practice and the familiarity with those types of questions. Hello. Hello. So I believe that Sa has probably left the meeting. So I would continue with the questions that I see in the chat box. So someone has asked, is time material enough? So I believed in keeping my preparation simple, and you can refer to multiple sources, but I believe that the time material is more than enough for your preparation. So after doing those materials, make sure that you are solving proper mock tests, AIMCATs and SAMCATs and sectional tests, and time material would be more than enough, I believe. Because if you are devoting more time to other books, then you're probably not able to revise the question properly and you are putting undue pressure on yourself. So just keep your preparation simple and their handouts and material is more than enough. So someone is asking, how did you prepare for FMS extempo round? So for FMS extempo round, after the CAT preparation has actually been completed in the coaching, they actually have some mock sessions for FMS. So there they would be able to give you proper guidance regarding those extempo topics and make sure that you are reading about diverse topics and you are able to like you are aware of the different things that are going around. So you need to be through with your current affairs, and for that you can probably refer to some UPSC material as well, some yearbooks or some newspapers. So someone is asking my time devotion strategy to the three sections. So it depends on your particular strength. I usually used to score more in quant, so I used to devote less time to quant and more time to VRC and DILR. So whatever is your strength, you can probably focus lesser time on that and more time on the thing that your like your weaknesses, because there is a hour time for every section. So it is important that you are utilizing that hour properly. So if you're attempting around 25 to 26 questions in CAT, I believe that you can devote more time to your DILR and VRC. So someone has asked how much your CGPA matters in final selection in IIMs. So having a strong academics definitely helps, but it is definitely not the selecting criteria. Uh, in most of the IIMs, most of the marks are devoted to your interview. So if you are able to give a decent interview and are able to answer all the questions properly, you would definitely be able to convert and your past academics don't matter that much. So someone is asking, how do you revise your whole topics before AIMCAT? So what I used to do was that when I during my last month or last 2 months, I used to give a AIMCAT like every week. I tried to give a mock test every week. So whatever after going through the paper once again, like analyzing my performance, whatever topics I was not able to attempt, I used to only revise those concepts. And so I didn't revise the whole syllabus before every MCAT, but only the topics that I was not able to attempt. Okay, so someone from Time Jaipur is saying that there's some connectivity issue with KD, sir. Okay, so I'll try to take as many questions as possible. So someone is asking, prepare effective notes for quants and LRDI. So for LRDI, actually, you can't actually prepare some standard notes, but make sure that you are attending all the classes so that you are aware of all the different types of questions. Apart from that, there is no need for preparing notes for LRDI as such. You can practice more and more questions by referring to AIMCAT, SAMCAT, and sectional test. And for quants, like after attending the classes, you can probably make a cheat sheet kind of thing of the important formulas that are used in that particular chapter. So if you are aware of all the particular like formulas that are used in those chapter, you can easily prepare 15 to 20 pages notes that would help you revise before every MCAT or your CAT paper. So someone is saying that during so when the time is actually running out in VARC, they start to panic and are not able to concentrate. So that is a problem that everyone has. So try practicing more and more so that you are accustomed to giving the paper in that 1 hour bracket. I usually used to give around 15 minutes to VA initially and then move on to my RCs. And I used to attempt around 3 to 4 RCs properly. And the last RC was a little bit scrambled only because of the rush and the time constraint. But let me tell you one thing that in the final CAT paper, the RCs are a little bit shorter. So you might have a little bit more time to attempt those questions. So someone is asking how you used to evaluate your AIMCAT. So evaluating those AIMCATs are very important, and it is in fact the most crucial step in your preparation. So make sure that you are solving that question paper again, like of from the LRDI and QA and VRC section. So after I gave the AIMCAT, and whenever the results were released, they used to release the paper as well. So I used to attempt the complete paper once again without any time limit so that I'm able to solve almost like solving those questions was more important so that I understand the concept behind those questions. And then probably I used to refer to the solution of provided by time so that you can optimize your solution and are able to attempt more questions and that particular question in less amount of time. Like it might be possible that the way that you are attempting that question, you are devoting 2 to 3 minutes to that question. But if you are actually referring to the solution that they provided, you might be able to solve it in under 30 seconds. So just after giving those AIMCATs, try to complete the paper once again, like attempt the paper once again, and then probably do the question that you are not able to do or refer to the solutions of the question so that you are able to optimize your approach. So someone is asking that just started preparing and now due to Corona, I have college SEM and an exam this month. What do you suggest on preparation? So your like your attention might be diverted due to end term exams, but make sure that you are devoting around an hour a day to your preparation because I believe that an hour a day would be probably possible during your exams as well. So try to devote that much time, like at least an hour a day, so that whenever you get the time to come back to your preparation, like with full force, you are actually regular with your practice, so that you have not actually forgotten. Sometimes what happens is that when you leave your preparation for around 10-15 days, you might forget everything. Then you have to start from scratch. So instead, a better approach would be to devote at least an hour a day to every section, so around 1 to 1.5 hours probably a day during your exams as well, probably, so that you are maintaining that regularity.
ओके हाय आई एम बैक. मैं 1 मिनट के लिए बाहर चला गया था, समहाउ कोई टेक्निकल एरर था. सो मेरे पास पूजा से क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. निशांत, आई होप यू वुड
Yes, sir.
हैव हैंडल्ड ऑन योर स्मार्ट एनफ टू डू दैट. सो पूजा
Yes, sir.
से ऊपर के क्वेश्चंस हो गए क्या सारे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pooja is talking about academic marks in FMS. Yes,
So
they do consider.
they do consider academic marks, but the weightage is comparatively lesser. So if you are able to score good in your CAT, FMS selection is mostly CAT centric.
Yes, cat centric. Yatharth ne pucha, if you do not have the good background in academics, but your score in CAT is good, so is there any chance to get into call from IIM? Yes. I have a lot of examples.
Specifically,
I can tell you
I am
that. I have a
Calcutta,
lot of-
I am Lucknow.
Please, Nishant, carry on.
Yes, sir. I was saying that past academics do matter, but if you have a good CAT score, that would definitely overshadow any of the shortcomings that you might have in your academics. So specifically in case of Lucknow as well as Calcutta, if you have poor academics as well, you have a decent chance of converting as well as having a call, as well as having a call and convert from Calcutta if you are able to score good in your CAT. So your first preference, like your first priority, should be scoring good in CAT. Academics do matter, but they would be overshadowed if you are attempting, like if you're scoring more in your CATs.
Okay, a couple of queries I have answered because we are falling short of time. Intermediate test slot 2 के बाद देने चाहिए या फिर slot 1 के बाद? समझा नहीं मैं यार. Did you complete your 6th sem or 8th sem when you gave CAT 19?
So I was in my 7th sem, so I had completed like my 6th sem till then.
7th sem. For the one who is only appearing for CAT but no OMAT, even then does he need to focus on vocab very much? Will practicing RCs and parajumbles and odd man outs and summary questions work? Yes, it works a lot. And those preparing for only CAT, they should focus only on parajumble, odd man out and RC and summary, because you don't know what will be the ratio. What will be the ratio of what? RC and VA. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next
So I
is,
would like to add a single thing to this. Like if you have a poor background in English, so it would definitely help to know some vocabulary as well, because it helps in understanding those RCs as well. So if you have a proper vocabulary, you would be easily able to understand those RCs, and it would definitely help you in attempting the questions.
okay, Bhavi is asking that, can you tell about your reading habits? I think he has already disclosed that initially he was not very good, but then he slowly developed.
Yes, so I used to read the Hindu and Indian Express and all the editorials. Apart from that, I read editorials from Live Mint and Business Standard. And then you can probably refer to some articles or pieces from New York Times, the New Yorker, Guardian, or the Atlantic. So I used to follow these like handles on Twitter, and they used to post those articles. So whatever articles I used to find interesting, I used to read, and I made sure that I read about 7 to 8 articles daily, so that I am exposed to different topics and different types of articles.
Okay, great. Very interesting question. How was your 3 hours? How was your 3 hour? How were your typical 3 hours of CAT? Where people say that you become a pressure cooker, but then how was your 3 hours? It's a very interesting question from Asmit.
So as you practice, you would definitely become accustomed to giving 3 hours on a on a regular. So if you're giving a mock a week, so you would be probably like in a habit of sitting for 3 hours. So that is very important to be in a habit of sitting for 3 hours, because you have to concentrate for the whole paper. So when you are giving the actual paper, I believe that you are not able to feel the time moving or feel the time going. If you are practiced well, if you have practiced well, if you have given enough MCATs and enough marks, those 3 hours won't be that difficult to handle.
Okay. I've answered a couple of queries directly.
Yes, sir.
Reading source he has already discussed. Let's move. My score is 70% in MCAT, but I'm able to score 90+%. Yes, keep a track of your preparation. Do work hard. Regularly prepare. Okay. Complete your syllabus in June. He started in April, I believe. He told you that he started in April. Okay. But then syllabus went on till June, July, August. Tak.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Intermediate test time slot 2 booklets को prepare करके देने चाहिए. Intermediate set test you should start once your basic tests are over. How much focus on DI is required, Nishant?
So, sir, from the past CAT patterns, no direct questions from DI are asked. So no direct questions are asked, but like a reasoning and DI mixed type of question is asked in CAT. So it would definitely help if you are good with numbers and you are good with a fast calculation, then DI would definitely be your strength. So if it is something that you believe that you are good with numbers, you are able to estimate the ratios and able to calculate it properly, it would definitely be a strength because it would give you around 2 to 3 sets so that you can attempt easily. And I believe that DI has a distinct advantage of being able to attempt the question one at a time. So apart from LR, like in LR, you would have to attempt the whole set probably, but in DI, you can attempt the easier questions from that particular set. DI, if out of the 4 questions, 2 questions are easy, leave the other 2 questions and attempt the easier questions. So then you can move forward to LR questions.
Okay, great. So I think we would have covered almost all the queries. I think, guys, you would have gained with this interaction. He would have given you some motivation, and you would also get an idea that how people prepare, how they go, and they are just like you only. So never come to me and say that they are from different planet. Okay, I always get this query that they are different people. What do you mean by they are different people? They are like you only. They are like normal human beings only. तो तुमको तो तैयारी करनी है. तुमको तो बस मुझे चाहिए, मैं तुम लोगों को इनसे इसलिए मिलाता हूँ so that these guys can motivate you and probably they can please reply what kind of resume you had. Okay, it's an interesting query. Nishant, resume.
So I had a basic CV only.
बहुत सिंपल सा याद है.
Yes, sir. I had like a few extracurriculars, but I always used to have a strong academics, so that is something that worked in my favor. Apart from that, I had like a couple of PORs and a very little
It was
participation
an
in
academic
college. So,
resume. I remember that. पूरा academic भरा हुआ था.
yes, sir.
इसका सब कुछ academics अच्छा था. तो guys, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself on track. ये छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम्स आती रहेंगी, चलती रहेंगी, लेकिन तुम अपने टाइम को यूटिलाइज करते रहो. हाँ बिल्कुल, IIM में आर्ट्स वाले जाते हैं राहुल, है ना, एवरी ईयर, बल्कि उनको एडवांटेज मिलता है. दे गेट कॉल्स एट अ लो स्कोर. कोई बात नहीं विपुल, अगर आपका एकेडमिक सही नहीं है तो अदर फैक्टर्स आ जाएंगे. कुछ कुछ किसका अच्छा होता है. 91-92 परसेंटाइल पे IIM एक कॉल कर लेता है यार राहुल, है ना. डोंट वरी. So IIMs have a business branch. What do you mean by that? I am not clear with the question. So I hope we would have done some justice to you. No, they don't have. Most of the IIMs, they offer a general program.
Yeah,
Except
they have
Ahmedabad.
general program only. Only
They have
SPJN
general
has
program.
a specific.
हाँ.
SPJN and IIFT offers specific degrees. Like in SPJN, you have to choose your specialization from the start, and in IIFT, the degree is in international business. Apart from that, all the other colleges offer a general degree.
Okay, Asmit, you were late, so you missed a lot of things. Sunday को वापस है इनका दूसरे बैच के साथ में, तब ज्वाइन कर लेना. His overall percentile was 99.91, Asmit. Okay. They do not give more than 72%. कोई बात नहीं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. See, most business schools are good for marketing. You have plenty of jobs. Novels are important. Yes, books are important. They actually help. He has already discussed that in detail. Okay, Asmit, I advise you कि संडे को है ना निशांत वापस दोबारा 7th को.
Yes, sir.
So Asmit, we are doing it again on Sunday with some other batch. You can check your schedule and you can join in that batch. Okay. Chalo, bye bye guys. Thank you for attending. And now I pray to God that you get motivated from these people and probably you come again in classrooms or wherever, in whichever mode we can probably ask you to interact. So a lot of people are saying thank you to you, Nishant. Just give a thank you note
Thanks a
with
lot.
some advice to them.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Happy to be here. So I just wanted to say that keep your preparations simple and don't take that much stress. Try to enjoy your preparation as much as possible because this is a paper in which you can definitely enjoy your preparation. It is an aptitude paper, so please enjoy your preparation and keep your stress level as minimum as possible.
इसने एक बात बोली है, enjoy your preparation. मेरी हर क्लास में बोलता हूँ अगर शिद्दत से करोगे तो हो जाएगा. No one can stop you. ठीक है? Bye bye. Bye निशांत.
Bye, sir. Thank you for inviting me.